Hey team, I wanted to jump on here really quick and talk to you guys. Last night I posted a post about prayer requests. Many of you guys have commented and even reached out to me privately and shared some concerns or asking for prayers about time management. I know many of you guys have issues, including myself, trying to figure out how I can work in Plexus and my job, whether it be full-time, part-time, my kids, my family jobs, my family things that I need to do. And I know that can be stressful. I know sports are starting up for the fall, and just trying to figure out how to manage all of that in one day. We only have so many hours in one day. So I know that can be stressful. So I wanted to reach out to you guys really quick and just talk to you about what I know about time management. We all struggle. I know I've struggled. I still struggle sometimes, but I wanted to tell you guys my thoughts on it. So my thoughts are to really focus in on your IPA and your DMO. So your income producing activities and your daily method of operation. We hear that a lot. I know we've talked about it a lot recently. When I first heard it, it kind of just went over my head. It was confusing for me. I kind of felt like that was just another thing to add onto my plate. So why would I put more focus in on that? I didn't really know what to do with it. I didn't know what to do with the information. So what I want to tell you is with the income producing activities, you really want to make sure that the time you're spending on your business is income producing. I know for me, the first thing I would do in the morning is literally my alarm would go off. I'd pick up my phone and I'd start scrolling Facebook. It was like in my mind, I was thinking, okay, what's going on in everybody's life right now? Let me look. Let me see if anybody's having any complaints that I can message them and mention Plexus about. Let me see, make sure nobody's messaged me about Plexus, and let me make sure nobody's commented on Facebook about being interested in Plexus, and make sure I'm one of the first ones that sends them a message to introduce Plexus to them. So I was doing that every day and for hours, most likely, like in the morning, scrolling, and you really get lost in it. You start seeing videos and you start watching the videos. You're reading posts that aren't important anymore because it's not about Plexus. You're just getting wrapped up in things. You'll click on something and it'll link to something else, and that'll catch your attention, and that'll link over to something else. So I really found myself lost in that. I would even find myself running late because I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to keep looking. I haven't found anything yet. Let me look even more. So that can really lose our focus, and it really kind of gets us started on the wrong note. We're starting our day in chaos. We're starting it being wrapped up in Facebook and not really being wrapped up in anything beneficial for our business. So really be cautious about how much you're scrolling Facebook or you're scrolling social media. It's okay to do that, but really have a set time limit on that and really make it minimal. 5 to 10 minutes of a quick scroll. And I really think 10 minutes is a lot if you're really just wanting to kind of see who your friends are at that time. But to really dive down and focus and work hard on your business, you really have to have a set schedule and a set mindset of what you're going to do. So if you can set aside a time, maybe in the evenings, maybe at your lunch break or first thing in the morning, whatever works for you, to jot down exactly what you want to do that day. Make sure it's income producing. It could be reaching out to a potential. You could be specific if you want, or you could be very generic. You could just say follow up, reach out to a potential, things like that. Or you could be specific and say follow up with 4 ambassadors, follow up with 3 customers. Or it could go all the way down to names and saying following up with Cheryl, Stephanie, and Dodie today. Whatever works best for you. Everybody's got their own little thing that helps them the most. So I want to encourage you guys to start that. Start a list, whether it be first thing in the morning, on your lunch break, as far as what you want to do that evening or what you're going to do the following day, or just before you go to bed, jot down a few notes of how you want to run your day the next day. That's kind of going to be your daily method of operation. It's going to be how you're going to run your day. You could make it a full list of your entire day. You could talk Plexus in there. You could talk your work schedule, your family time, any sports you have that evening. Just kind of a schedule of your next day. And that way you can kind of stay on track. Once you see the simple things that you need to do and you check off that you've done the things that you wanted to do that day, If there's free time, then feel free to scroll Facebook or do the other things that may not be income producing, but make sure you're putting that income producing activity first. So if I have my checklist and I see that I have 3 things that day that I want to get done, once I get those 3 things done, I'm not stressed out about my time management at that point. If I waste time, it's fine because I know for a fact that I did at least 3 things that morning, or I've squeezed in 3 things that day. There's a really awesome chart that I love because I'm a big numbers person. I've told you guys that before. And it kind of gives you not a goal, but it has like each income producing activity, and it has like a number by it. So like a point value for doing it. So for me, it's like having a goal of having 10 points in a day or 15 points in a day. And I can look at that chart and I can check off which ones I'm doing. And it kind of gives me an idea of what to do next. I have a really hard time of knowing what to do. I've done this for 2.5 years, but I'm thinking, okay, what can I do today? I don't know what to do today. I kind of need to be told what to do. So for me, that checklist is great because I can look over and I can say, okay, well, I've done my follow-up. I get 5 points for that person. And it might say something about reaching out to 10 new people or friend requesting more people on Facebook. That may not have been something I would have thought on my own that day. So for me to see that list, I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. I have 5 minutes. Let me run in and do that really quick. So I will share that with you guys in the comments below. I've shared it before, but I'll share it again. Some of you guys might benefit from that. So my suggestion right now is to really sit down, maybe this weekend, look at how you're running your days, how much time you're putting in. I know you guys have your jobs. So those are definite first things that you're going to jot down, block those hours out. But also within those hours that you're at your job, see if there's a time that you have a break, or see if your lunch break. Find time in those few minutes. If you take a 5 to 10 minute break, I know with my old job, we had like a 5 or 10 minute break in the morning, then we had our lunch break, and then we had a 5 or 10 minute in the afternoon. So if you have some type of break like that, maybe set in your mind what you're going to do in those 5 minutes. Because if it's going to be just a post on Facebook, at least as soon as you know it's your break time, go in your phone, go on your computer, find a post, copy, paste it, whatever you want to do about that, or share about your morning, share what products you took and how you're feeling in your day. And if you know you're going to do that and you do it the minute your break starts, it most likely will only take about 1 to 2 minutes of your break. It won't take long to do that. If you have an hour lunch break, figure out how long you need for yourself. Definitely take time for yourself. Don't get so wrapped up in Plexus that you don't have a moment to breathe. So take your time first. So if you want 30 minutes for your lunch of just you, your food, and a moment to clear your mind, go outside, whatever it is, do that. Find that time. Set that time for you. And then whatever you have left, go ahead and have a game plan. Kind of know what you're going to do, because it's amazing how much you can get done in 10 to 15 minutes when you know what you're going to do. A team member, Amanda, has mentioned before how she sets up a meal plan for the week, or however, I don't know if she does a week or a month. But anyway, if you know ahead of time what you're eating that day, you're not spending 5 to 10 minutes in the pantry or the refrigerator looking through trying to figure it out, right? You already know what you're going to do. So if you can do that with your business, it will help with those extra minutes as well. So having a game plan, knowing what's coming the next day, or that next break that's coming up, will definitely help with time management. I'm here to help you guys. So if you want to set time with me, send me a private message and say, hey, look, can you really help me look at my time management, figure out my daily method of operation, what IPA is important for me and my goals at this point? Please do so. I'm here to help. That's what I'm here for. I'm your leader. I'm definitely available to help you with that. So sometimes just connecting with somebody else and saying, look, here's my daily schedule. This is what I do throughout the day. Where do you think I could squeeze in Plexus? And what do you think is most important for my time on that day and with my goals? So please reach out to me for that. Reach out to your upline if you'd rather reach out to them. I know they would love to connect with you and work with you in that. So again, if you can really focus in on your IPA, your income producing activities, what you're doing that is actually going to help your business, that's going to increase your income. And then your daily method of operation, how you're running your business, how you're running your day, and making sure there's not a ton of time in there that's wasted. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I know you guys are struggling with that. I still struggle with that. Jules across the board struggle with that. There's a lot of training on DMO and IPA. You can also go on YouTube and search those things for trainings on that. You can type in Plexus DMO, Plexus IPA, or you can just simply search daily method of operation, income producing activity training from other network marketing leaders that will share their suggestions on that. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks for sending your prayer requests. Continue to post those. I definitely want to pray with you guys. If you guys see that it's a pinned post on our page, feel free to just find 5 minutes in your day, in your daily method of operation, go in, look at those prayer requests, and say a big prayer for our team. Thanks, you guys, and have a great weekend. Bye.